Hey guys, welcome back to another Toontown video. I'm in the middle of a factory. This is Exposing Toontown Part 2. So, this guy right here, this duck, he's been luring every single round since we started this factory. But check this out. He has sound. He has sound. You could have just brought more sound and then sounded, but you took all this lore into this factory so you can lure every single round. Why are you doing that? You're just wasting time. You're acting like you're soundless when you're not soundless. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Oh, well, maybe he's just training, right? Factories are not good places to train, especially at his level. Did you see his laugh? Did you see his laugh? He's over 100 laugh. Why are you training in a factory? Go to a coin mint or a dollar mint or a bull mint. Any one of those is better than training in a factory. Any one of them are. And so for him to come into a factory instead of just going to one of the mints when you're over 100 laugh, if you're that high of a laugh, I'm sure that you've gone through Donald's Dreamland. I'm sure you've gone through Donald's Dreamland if you're 110 laugh. The fact that you didn't max your gags before you got to 100 laugh, that's your own business. But you could easily do it in a mint. Like, it's way easy. That's the problem. People go to, they inconvenience others, but they also inconvenience themselves. You're going into a factory to train lore every single round. Not only are you messing with other people, but you're messing with yourself too. You're slowing yourself down. This is not a fast way to train. This is an incredibly slow way. Yeah, you do get a little bit of bonus in a factory, but it's nothing compared to the mints. It's nothing. It's nothing compared to the mints. The mints are way better than being here. Even the coin mint is better than being here. The lowest one. And you're like, okay, maybe he doesn't want to go to a coin mint because there's high level cogs. Which, I mean, you shouldn't be scared. No high level cogs. You're like 110 laugh. But maybe he feels like, okay, I can't go in alone. Well, you could easily duo it and train. I've done that with my own tune. So it's not hard to do that. You just have one other person. You don't have one friend on this game. Not one person at all who wants to train. You could even make on Toon HQ, there's like a training thing that you could make saying I'm gonna go train in a Boolean or something. So even if you don't have any friends on this game, not one friend, you could still do it if you just made a group. But no, you'd rather than doing it a way that's better for you and better for us, you would rather do the way that's worse for you and worse for us. It's worse for everyone, including yourself, by luring every single time in a factory. So I don't know if he's training or if he's trying to save his sound. Saving sound doesn't make any sense though, because if you look at his gags, he has max sound and he could have just brought more sound with him, but he doesn't have max lore. So I think that he's training. But what I'm saying is training here is not, if you really want to get your gags up, it's not the fastest way. So he's literally just inconveniencing people. You see all these trumpets that I brought? Or I mean bugles? I brought the bugles because I wanted to use lower sound and then use higher sound later. Because I need to do 2 longs, not 1 long. Which, this is fine. Even though he messed everything up, I should still have enough sound to do a whole nother long. But I would prefer to use this, then this, then this, then that. You know, as I progress through the longs, I could probably do like several longs if I did it the right way. If everyone had sound, but everyone doesn't have sound. Well, he does have sound, but he's acting like he doesn't have sound, which is a problem. How could you act like that, man? Go train. And what's with this? He has organic this, but then organic that too. I can understand having organic up to magnet, but who needs a big weight? Who needs an organic big weight? So I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, yeah, that's now you guys see what I'm talking about. Exposing Toontown. This is a random moment. You know what's crazy, right? If he wanted to lure so bad, there was two people that wanted to come, right? There was this person, Nova, and now he's making small talk. Okay, this person, Nova, right, who only has a bugle. So, and then there was another guy that had like max sound. If you were gonna do this luring, why didn't you bring the guy with max sound instead? That would have been better because then we could have used high sound and you know she. Oh, you got a restock, but she was out earlier because you can only carry like 5 of those. And so, not only did you do all this lore stuff and waste a bunch of time, but you also brought someone with low sound, so it's even worse. Even though there was a high sound guy right there. So I don't really know what's up with this guy. I don't know, maybe it's his first time playing and he doesn't know about the bull mints and how they have. But you would have to know about that because if you're 110 laugh, that means you've gotten your cashbot suit. You've gone through Donald's Dreamland, which means you know about the mints and stuff because you would have to have done some. So you didn't notice? Oh, now he wants to pull out a fog at the very last second after luring like crazy the entire factory. Like you had to have known about this because you would have to go through Cashbot HQ. And there's even tasks while you're in without even having your Cashbot suit. There's like Toon tasks that require you to like they want you to go defeat a coin mint. I mean, maybe you could avoid them, I'm not sure, but I just don't buy that you've never been in any mint before and you don't know that you get crazy amounts of experience points in them. So that just blows my mind as you would choose this place to train. Some people use factories as a way to train sound, which I can understand that because you go through. I mean, if you have friends, training in buildings is actually better than training in a factory. Even though people do factories all the time and you use sound the entire time, you don't get the points. You don't get the points. Hold on, I'll show you next battle. Or maybe, I'm not sure if it shows it. The points are not good enough here as like a 4-story and 5-story building. I think everything's doubled here. Yeah, see? It's all double here. But a 3-story cog building is better than this. Hold on, is that right? Well, I'm not sure. I think it's a multiple of 1, then no, it's multiple of 2 starting off in an invasion. Because I always do invasions when I do buildings. That's another thing. You should go to an invasion and go into a building. And it's better than doing a bunch of factories. Because if you know what you're doing, right? Sound is a weak gag. So you could literally use it, have your friend tune you, use it, have your friend tune you, use it, have your friend tune you, and use it over and over again. You could easily get 300. But why am I even talking about training sound? That's for Nova. That's why you shouldn't have come in here. But as for the lore guy, lore is even easier. It might even, in fact, Nova and Quack should go together and go into a building because that would be better for them. Because all you have to do is lure the cogs, then use a low level sound to get rid of the cogs, and then lure the cogs again. You can't lure the cogs and then let them become unlured on their own to lure them because you won't get any points for that. So you have to hit them. But if you hit them with a weak gag like sound, then they're sure to be alive for a long time. So you can lure them over and over again and easily get, with his gags, he has up to, I think, the $10 bill. He could easily get 300 points per building instead of what he's about to get here, which is 48. 48. We defeated all those cogs. You lured almost every battle for 48 points. But you could have got 300 if you just did one building. This is what I'm talking about, man. Exposing Toontown, man. If he ever sees this, maybe he'll go do a Boolean. A Boolean is better than even a building if you have friends and you can survive it, if you don't die. But yeah, other than that, a building is better than doing a factory. So anyway, that's all I gotta say for this. For anyone out there, don't go into a factory training any gag other than sound. And even sound, it's better to train in a building. If you're by yourself, it can be hard, but if you just have like one friend to heal you, it's better to train in a building than to train in a factory. But I don't mind if you train sound in a factory as long as it's high enough. Don't train bicorn in a factory, but other than that, I don't really care. But definitely not any other gag. Unless you're soundless. Soundless people are okay. But if you're not soundless, don't act like you're soundless if you're not soundless. Anyway, that's all I have to say. This is Buck Jerky. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Wrong emote. Peace.